to hit the 500 mark as their fantastic second half of the 2009 season continues. The A's open up a 4-game set versus the Rangers. Next. Another beautiful day in the Bay Area, and we are set for baseball from the Coliseum. Edgar Gonzalez will make his 5th start for the Athletics. And how about Rajai Davis and the guys at the top of the order for the Athletics? They have been red hot, just like the Athletics. It's the first of a 4-game series. AL West rivals, Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's, coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, the terrific month of September continues for the A's. If they win tonight, they will have a season-high 8-game winning streak. And, Ray, they just continue to do everything right, and that's why they've won 7 in a row.
Well, all facets of the game. When you win 7 in a row, you have to pitch. The A's have done that. They score runs. They've done that over a .310 batting average. They're scoring 6.5 runs, 6 stolen bases. They're not giving up any runs. The only home run allowed was Davis, or Macon Murphy in Texas. The only run the Rangers scored against the Athletics in that 3-game series. So if you look at what the A's have done, 7 straight games that they've taken the lead. At the beginning, they've held the lead. They've won 7 in a row, trying to make 8 tonight. Just unbelievable.
Texas Rangers will send Kevin Millwood to the mound tonight. And if there's ever a guy who wants to get to the 5th inning, it's Kevin Millwood. Why is that, Ray?
Because 13 outs equals $12 million. That's what he needs to kick in 2010's contract of $12 million. The option, he has to pitch 180 innings. So you do the math. 13 outs will equal that. But he's been working on mechanics. He's 10-10 on the season. 3rd start against the Athletics. He's the veteran, and I think they need him, at least if he pitches well, to lead them next season. But big incentive for Kevin Millwood tonight.
So Millwood for the Rangers and Edgar Gonzalez for the Athletics. That is the pitching matchup in Game 1 of this 4-game series. Ron Washington back in town, and they're trying to keep their faint playoff hopes alive. We'll have lineups and first pitch when we come back to the Coliseum.
Number 16, Dave Anderson, is representing the Texas Rangers for the meeting at home plate.
Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Comcast HD, with more HD than anyone, period. Welcome back to the Coliseum. Let's look at the game time weather. It's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free to the boardwalk, and it is open daily. A little cooler tonight, 73 degrees. With the marine layer coming in. But as always at the Coliseum, it's a comfortable night for baseball, and it's the first of a 4-game series. The Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers, final 4 that these two teams will play against each other here in 2009. Edgar Gonzalez and the Athletics have taken the field. Let's look at the Rangers lineup tonight, brought to you by McDonald. Julio Bourbon, the DH, will lead off. Elvis Andrus is the shortstop. David Murphy in left field. Marlon Byrd in center. Hank Blaylock is at first. Ian Kinsler at second. Nelson Cruz, 32 home runs, 4th best in the American League. He'll hit 7th. Chris Davis is playing third base. He'll hit 8th. The catcher is Taylor Teagarden. Defensively for the Athletics, Hairston in left, Davis in center, Sweeney in right. Around the infield, it's Kennedy, Pennington, Ellis, and Crosby. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher, and Edgar Gonzalez, 5th start of the year.
And his 4th game against these Rangers in Arlington last Tuesday, and 4+ innings for the right-hander. Came out in the 5th inning after putting a couple of runners on base, so even though he had a 4-1 lead, did not pitch long enough, deep enough to pick up the win. The A's didn't win, of course, as they are on a 7-game winning streak. So Edgar Gonzalez trying to go a little bit deeper against the Rangers and trying to keep the streak alive.
Julio Bourbon steps in. Left-handed swinger. He's the DH, and we are set to go on a Monday night from the Coliseum. The first pitch from Edgar Gonzalez to Bourbon is outside.
First pitch, 7:07.
Bourbon, 308 with 4 homers and 14 RBIs. We saw him in all 4 games of the A's Rangers series down in Texas, so he is getting a very long look. Very fast runner. He's going to get a new piece of lumber.
Didn't take long. 3 pitches and 2-0. You're not supposed to get jam and shatter your bat that way. 2-0, you're supposed to get a pretty good pitch and let it go. It looked like he was going to be swinging regardless, and a souvenir. Well, maybe firewood. It's not a very good bat.
Not much you could do with that one. The bunt attempt right back to Gonzalez, flips to first, and that's the first out of the game.
Well, that's your typical drag bunt. He was trying to drag the bunt towards second base, get it past the pitcher, but the pitch was away, and it's like a hitter trying to pull an outside pitch. He bunted the outside pitch right back to Edgar and made an easy out. It looked like he may have tried to change. Maybe he wanted to drag it in, decided to try to push the ball considering the location, but just could not get it past Edgar.
Elvis Andrus steps in. Andrus, 272 with 6 homers and 34 runs batted in. Bouncer towards short. Pennington has it. Low throw. Crosby, no problems. He digs it out. 2 outs.
Well, Cliff Pennington has a very strong arm, but sometimes, and there's the case where he threw it sidearm, and maybe testing Bobby Crosby. Bobby has done a great job. 3rd, 2nd, a little bit, mostly 1st and 3rd. But a nice scoop. 4 different positions, and that's first since Ernie Riles. 1991 started these 5 games at 4 different infield positions. And the only run the Rangers scored against the A's, the only home run the A's have given up their 7-game winning streak, David Murphy, and he did it against Edgar. A hanging curveball that he crushed to right center. No help with the wind tunnel either.
The A's won that 3-game series, swept the 3-game series. The scores were 9-0, 6-1, and 4-0. And we've seen the Rangers enough to know that that was pretty impressive by the A's pitching staff, even though they had a couple of their best players out, but still there are a lot of good hitters in that Rangers lineup. popped up. Suzuki's over, but it's going to drop right into the first row. Rangers just finished up that 9-game homestand, and it was a pivotal 9-game homestand for them, and they just did not respond. 2-7. They just finished weekend losing 2 out of 3 to the Angels.
They lost 6 games to the Red Sox in that homestand. In the wild card.
That's right.
6 games. Only 2.5 to the Angels because they went head to them. But here's the hanging curveball that Edgar threw to Murphy and waited back. Went into the Rangers bullpen. That was in Arlington, and that's the only handshake they've won the whole series.
Bounced over the mound and into center field. That's a base hit for David Murphy. Yeah, when the A's got to Texas on that Sunday night, the Rangers were right in it. Overall, Texas 81-67. They have lost 7 out of 9, and on the road they are 35-35.
See, they were just 2 behind the Red Sox, I think, starting that series.
Yeah. Because Boston, on the other hand, they just kept winning. It's funny, in baseball, when you look at games back, teams, when you gain ground or lose ground in the standings, it usually happens quickly.
And the worst time to do it is in September if you're in any sort of a pennant race.
Grounded hard, kicked around by Kennedy, and he's not going to have a play anywhere. Oh, it was hit pretty hard right at Kennedy, but it's going to be an error.
Well, he decided not to throw it after he picked up the ball.
First baseman, number 9.
Especially picking a bare hand and hit him the heel of the glove, kept it close to him, but no chance to throw outward. Now here's the guy the A's did not see in 3 games in Arlington last week, Hank Blaylock. And folks, if you need a breeze, he'll create one. He swings hard.
Yeah, it's surprising. In the middle of the year, he was in the lineup every day for about a month and a half, but then recently, not much. That one's lined to left, and that's going to be a base hit. Murphy's going to come around, and he will score. So a 2-out rally by the Rangers, aided by the Kennedy error, and Texas has a 1-0 lead. Blaylock with his 61st RBI.
Now the A's hit 4 soft base hits. Actually, one was an error yesterday in this 5-run second inning. And this one put in that category off the end of the bat, the curveball outside. And remember, Edgar Gonzalez throws a slower type curveball, which gives hitters a lot of chances to adjust in case of Blaylock not trying to pull it.
Ian Kinsler steps in. Kinsler hitting in the 6th spot tonight. And he rips one right center. Davis over there, and he makes the catch. So a unearned run for the Texas Rangers, and they lead 1-0 after a half an inning. Lineup brought to you by McDonald's. Kennedy will lead off, followed by Rajay Davis, Ryan Sweeney, Kurt Suzuki, Jack Cuss, Mark Ellis, Scott Hairston, Bobby Crosby, and Cliff Pennington. Rangers line up like this defensively: Murphy, Bird, and Cruz in the outfield, Davis, Andrus, Kinsler, Blaylock on the infield. Teagarden is the catcher, Kevin Millwood is the pitcher, and his first pitch to Adam Kennedy is outside. Kennedy, .291 with 11 homers and 59 runs batted in. 3 of those 11 home runs have been hit against the Texas Rangers this year.
One of them against this guy, Kevin Millwood. It's on the 31st of May. First game the A's have trailed
In a long time, yeah.
Since they were shut out a week ago yesterday by the Twins at the Metrodome, the final game of the series, and then the A's final game ever at the Metrodome. So sad.
So sad. So the A's 71 and 78 on the year. As we said, they've won 7 in a row. Stretch that out a little bit. They've won 12 out of their last 14. And they are 38 and 36 at home. A jam shot, and that's going to drop into center field for a hit. So Kennedy leads off the bottom of the first with a base hit.
But the veteran Kevin Millwood, this contract that will kick in if he gets the 13 outs. 29th start. Started off the season very strongly for the Rangers. 2 starts against the A's. He is 1-0. He's given up 3 home runs. One to Jason Giambi and Kennedy in the same game on the 31st. Also Ryan Sweeney. Home run at the ballpark in Arlington. Both starts by Kevin Millwood there. 3rd start this year, and he's the veteran on the staff. There's no doubt.
In the end of June, Millwood was 8-5 with a 2.64 ERA. But since then, 2-5 with an ERA of 6.29. So just like that, he started to struggle.
Been working on his mechanics. Not the cars either. Just his mechanics, pitching. Trying to improve. His couple of games he actually walked off the mound in the past, not this year, but walked off injuries that occurred while he was pitching against the A's. Fastball tops out about 90. You throw a couple of different sliders, and one a cutter, and then a true slider, curveball, and a changeup.
That curveball hung up, but Bird is able to track it down. He fires to first, and the ball past Blaylock, but Millwood doing a nice job of backing up, and so was the catcher Taylor Teagarden. So a line drive out for Rajay Davis, and that's the first down.
Right fielder, number 15, Ryan.
Funny game, isn't it? Kennedy gets jammed, gets a base hit. Rajay smokes the ball and is out, and there's no chance in the world for Bird to double off Kennedy. As Adam Kennedy saw the line drive in front of him and also saw it was going to be caught, so he was not really that far off the bat.
So here's Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney hitting .288 with 6 homers and 51 runs batted in. The top 3 hitters in the A's lineup: Kennedy, Davis, and Sweeney. Batting averages in September: Kennedy 400, Davis 395, Sweeney 351. No wonder the A's are scoring a lot of runs. The A's are 13-5 in the month of September, and that is tied for the best record in the majors with the Boston Red Sox.
How about this? With about 2 weeks to go, 13 games counting tonight, one more win, the A's will guarantee themselves of a winning month for the first time all year. They'll break the streak.
Big jump for Kennedy. The throw to second base. Oh, they got him. Wow. I didn't think Taylor Teagarden had any chance. Kennedy had a huge jump.
Yes, he did. Ball was low, and Teagarden kind of slow motion catching the ball. Kennedy looked like he was running in quicksand as he just stopped running.
And he got him. Usually Obviously, from where we sit, you get a real good look at the jump, and you can usually tell if the guy's going to beat it or not just by the jump he had. Not that time. 2 outs. Inside corner strike.
Maybe Clay Wood put too much water on the infield dirt before this game started. Kennedy didn't have its mutters on.
Sweeney lines a single to left. There's those September records. The A's and the Red Sox. Rockies getting closer to the postseason. Dodgers are going to make it. And the Padres playing well.
Well, the important ones are the middle three, Red Sox, Rockies, and the Dodgers, all going to postseason. Red Sox, though, thinking wild card, but they might be thinking division now as they are creeping ever so close to the Yankees.
Well, we could have tonight, Ray, our first postseason participant.
That's right.
Yankees.
Yep.
If the Yankees win in Anaheim tonight, or if the Rangers lose here to the A's, either one of those things happen, then the Yankees will be in the playoffs. Not necessarily a division winner. They're guaranteed a playoff spot.
Yeah.
So
They're
they're guaranteed a
wild
wild
card.
card. Yeah. So we could have the first of the 8. So we'll keep an eye on that game. That's just underway in Anaheim. It's Pettit and Saunders, the pitching matchup, Yankees and the Angels. Back to Millwood, who grabs it, flips to first side. Retired a couple of hits for the A's, but they do not score. Second inning coming up. Texas 1, the A's nothing.
Hello, A's fans, and welcome to the
A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Carl's Jr., the teriyaki $6 burger with grilled pineapple and fat at Carl's Jr. Second inning from the Coliseum. Rangers got an unearned run in the top of the first against Edgar Gonzalez. It'll be Cruz, Davis, and Teagard. Shot up the middle, and that's a base hit for Nelson Cruz. Third hit in the game. It is for the Rangers.
89-mile-an-hour fastball came right back in the hitting zone. And Edgar, a little bit of olé after the ball was by him, put his glove out, and it got on him quickly.
So Cruz aboard, and here's Chris Davis. Davis playing third base tonight.
Thought it was a typo.
Yeah, he did go when he went back down to the minor leagues. He played some third base, and I think they're trying to get a look to see if that's a possibility for next year.
And Blaylock's not playing third. He's at first, and had a shoulder problem last year.
Davis, lots of power, but strikeouts have been a major issue this year, enough to the point where the Rangers sent him down to the minor leagues. He's got 142 strikeouts and 345 at bats this year. We thought his swing looked a little bit better when we saw him last week after he went down to the minor leagues. We don't obviously see him enough to know for sure. He was striking out at an alarming rate early in the year.
Even this foul ball, he waited back and he's trying to hit the ball in left field, trying to shorten his stroke.
Looks like he may be holding his hands a little bit lower too. But there is lots of power there. 19 home runs, 50 RBIs. Big, strong guy. Taylor Teagarden in the on-deck circle. And now full count. See if Ron Washington starts Cruz at first with a 3-2 count.
Edgar Gonzalez more of a ground ball pitcher and might see Wash send the runner just because of that. No,
he's not going. The pitch is outside, and that's a walk.
Maybe because Chris Davis strikes out a few times.
That's true. Two on, nobody out for Taylor Teagarden.
Batting in the ninth position, the catcher, number 2, Taylor Teagarden.
So Teagarden steps in, hitting .209 with 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. He started one of the 3 games in Texas last week. Pudge Rodriguez started the other 2. Squares to bunt and takes low. Of course, for the Rangers, as Ray said, no Josh Hamilton and no Michael Young. Remember that one at bat that he took on Tuesday night, Ray? He said, I want to give it a shot. He was the DH in the lineup on that Tuesday night, batted 1 time, and then he came out of the game. At the time, he said, I just didn't quite feel like I'm ready. But now it has come out that he did tweak that hamstring just a little bit in that one at bat.
Yeah, and he fouled off a pitch.
Yeah.
Fouled off several, but it sounded like the one, or at least one, that he fouled. See the numbers for the 2 offensive players, especially Michael Young at 322 and 67 runs batted in with 22 home runs. Josh Hamilton not nearly the numbers he put up last year in his first full season with the Rangers.
Gonzalez will flip to first, and the sacrifice is taken care of by Taylor Teagarden. I think, Ray, with Josh Hamilton, such a terrific year last year, very talented. I think before the Rangers maybe invest in a long-term contract with him, maybe they're a little concerned about him staying healthy on a regular basis.
Well, evidently they had offered him a pretty good contract prior to this year, coming off of last year. And of course, you start thinking about that type of a season. If he continues, then arbitration without signing a player up to long-term and bypassing the arbitration years could be very costly.
That's a line drive to right center field for a base hit by Bourbon, and that's going to score a pair. Cruz and Davis both score, and Julio Bourbon with a 2-run single. Texas leads 3-0.
Number 1.
Another ball that was hit relatively soft towards the end of the bat, but they're finding the holes tonight. This one into right center. So the sacrifice bunt, that's 2 runs for the Rangers.
So RBIs 15 and 16 for Bourbon. And he is indeed a threat to go. Elvis Andrus, the hitter. That one runs way inside to Andrus. So Kurt Suzuki will have a chat. A single, a walk, a sacrifice, and a single. 2-spot for Texas here in the second inning. Well, Bowen is 15 for 16 in steal attempts, and he's done that in just 32 games.
Ranger likes a sacrifice, and did it. Let's see, Garden got the bunt down.
Andrus hit a ground ball to short in the first inning. Swing and a miss, and that's the first strikeout for Edgar Gonzalez. 2 outs here in the second inning.
Two seam fastball down and in. Ball just ran hard.
David Murphy.
You can get a ground ball, or in this case a strikeout, but either way, a very good pitch.
I'm going to bring up David Murphy, who with 2 outs in the first inning had a single. And that started the little rally for Texas where they got the 1 run. In there, first strike. Bowen with a pretty good lead at first, but he's not running, and that one just off the plate. Laz Diaz is the home plate umpire tonight.
I should be able to widen the strike zone. Forget about the box we put up there. Edgar needs some help in this early part of the game. Some close pitches the Rangers are offering at them. That one, though. Let's see on that one. Cool.
Attaboy, Laz.
They got a seam.
Surprised Borbone hasn't run yet. 1-2 the count.
Edgar is pretty quick to plate, and sometimes it's difficult for a base runner to read the move of the pitcher.
And there he goes, and the pitch is drilled left center field. That's trouble. And it's up the alley, and it's off the wall. Borbone will score easily. And David Murphy has hurt the A's in the early part of this series. RBI double. 4-0 Texas.
Now batting, number 22, Marlon Byrd.
Left the ball up, and Murphy just went with it. And there's this upper body strength to be able to hit the ball as far as it did up in the zone. Rajay Davis shading him in right center. Figured it's going to pull the ball, but no chance.
So 3 hits and a walk this inning, and 3 runs are in. And Marlon Byrd will hit. Byrd reached on an error in the first inning. A ground ball that Kennedy could not handle. Breaking pitch outside to Byrd. Interesting to see what the Rangers do with Marlon Byrd. He's been a pretty good player for them for the last couple years. And he will be a free agent. Byrd is 32 years old. Seems to play a pretty decent outfield.
And he's a veteran. He's been around. He knows how to play the game, plays it hard. Let's put up the numbers.
This one's popped up left field. Hairston in, Pennington out, and it's going to be Pennington who has it. Side retired. 3 runs for Texas. Bottom of the second coming up. It's 4-0 Rangers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Pepsi.
.05, 10,000 fans will receive a 2009 A's team photo brought to you by Comerica Bank. Get tickets online, oaklandathletics.com, or call 877-493-BALL. Nice photo. Put up in your bedroom and say, man, there's a team that's going to be something in the future.
That's right.
2009 Oakland Athletics.
Or how about, not only that, but that's a team that had a great month of September and finished at 500.
Oh,
huh?
That's right.
10-3.
They can score some runs tonight.
Well, that's true. The A's need to go 10-3 in the final 13 games. If they do that, it'll be 81-81. Something to shoot for, that's for sure.
Yep.
So they've made it possible by winning 7 consecutive games. Cust, Ellis, and Hairston for the A's here in the bottom of the second inning against Kevin Millwood.
It's a cut fastball that Millwood likes to throw inside the left-handers. They usually come down the stretch, get the second half. Well, if you win so many games and win the division, A's trying to put those numbers together for a 500 season.
Cust 22-62. He's got a home run, 1 home run against Texas this year.
Got a little bit of a shift on. See on the right side, Kensler on the outfield grass. Blaylock, or make it, Blaylock playing close to the line, but they're going to stay inside with everything.
And that one, fastball, a little tail on it, and he gets the inside corner, does Millwood. Cust strikes out.
Jack shaking his head as he probably thought it was low. They come back.
Batting in the 6th position, second baseman, number 14.
We didn't get a confirmation on that from. What do you think, huh?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I think it was a good pitch.
That's without even seeing the box. But I came back.
I also think it's a pitch that hitters just
height.
do not swing.
Yeah.
Told you.
Maybe the height is.
Yeah, a little bit. 1-1 to Mark Ellis, 272, 9 homers, 55 runs batted in for Ellis. Good numbers against Millwood in his career. Hit hard, right center. Bird going back. He was playing that way, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Batting in the 7th position, left fielder, number 12, Scott Hairston.
So here's Scott Hairston. Hairston, 237, 7 home runs and 35 runs batted in. 2 of those 7 home runs against the Rangers this year. Millwood, pretty decent control tonight.
Yeah,
you can tell he seems to have pretty good rhythm, even though it's early. Good pitch there, jams Hairston. And Kinsler has it. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Kevin Millwood. 3rd inning coming up. It's the Texas Rangers 4 and the Oakland A's nothing. Inning. First pitch to Hank Blaylock. Sinker outside. Blaylock an RBI single in the 1st inning, his 61st run batted in of the year. It's that one to right center. Davis going back, and he's going to watch it off the top of the wall. And Blaylock to second with a double. He missed a home run by 4 or 5 feet.
Well, one thing for sure tonight, Edgar's not fooling them with the off-speed pitches. Another slow. These guys are so strong, they can get fooled a little bit out on the front foot, and Blaylock still almost hit it out. Back off the top of the wall, just to the right of the 388, about 6 inches from being a home run. So the guy the A's didn't see for 3 games has 2 hits tonight. RBI, single, 2 outs, and a leadoff double.
Then another guy, Ray, Hank Blaylock, that the Texas Rangers will have a decision on. He is a free agent after this year. Blaylock is just 28 years old. He got to the big leagues early. He's had some good years with the Rangers. Kinsler lined out to Davis in the 1st inning. Ellis out. Raises his hand, lets everybody know he's got it. So 1 out here in the 3rd. Well, Sharks hockey has a new home. It's right here. Comcast Sportsnet California. 75 games, the most ever on our network. 50 will be in high definition. Pre-game, post-game. Start and finish of every game. First game is October 3rd. Sharks in Anaheim take on the Ducks. Comcast Sportsnet California is the exclusive home of your San Jose Sharks. New season, new network. So we wish the Sharks the best of luck this year. Nelson Cruz hits one hard, but fouled on the third baseline. Cruz had a base hit, scored a run in the second inning. Swing and a miss, and the big slow curve.
And that's when the pitcher starts saying, well, you can do it there, but most of the hits tonight have come with the off-speed pitches from Edgar. Yeah, it was a strike. I see the umpire or the hitter asking the umpire, was it a strike or not?
High fastball, and Cruz goes around. He really got about halfway through his swing and looked like he really wanted to stop, but he couldn't. Much the Olay from Edgar.
Edgar with the high fastball. No doubles on that one.
Chris Davis.
So here's Chris Davis. Blaylock still at second after the leadoff double. On the corner.
And he did it with the first strike. But maybe he only does it when he throws strikes. And the fastball.
Be a good idea. Only when he throws.
Because I asked him about Fausto Carmona yesterday. He said, hey, it looked like you. And he said, yeah, he did it fastballs. He's got it going now. Oh, baby, that's 3 in a row, 3 strikes. And
whatever's working.
That's right. Maybe the hitters are watching his arm and not the baseball.
0-2 to Chris Davis. Davis shortened his swing there and just got a piece of it.
Look at Edgar. Watch the right arm after he follows through. Yeah.
Ow. Say it hurts. Another foul ball. See, the thing is you got to do it when you're rolling a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're getting knocked around, then it's probably not a good idea. Quick look, and the 0-2, and another foul ball. So Davis hanging in there against Edgar Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, and Davis strikes out, side retired. Bottom of the third coming up. Bobby Crosby's going to lead it off.
Season tickets is available right now. The first 100 new accounts to place a $150 per seat deposit will receive an authentic Rickey Henderson jersey. You can choose from a variety of ticket plans, and flexible payment options are also available. Offer valid for new accounts only. Minimum 2 deposits per account. For more information, call 510-638-GO-A's or go to OaklandAthletics.com. And while you're there, see if you get some A's, some runs.
Yeah.
They're down 4. Not used to this in the past week, being behind in a game.
Bobby Crosby leading it off. Chris Davis down the line. He's got it. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Shortstop, number 26, Cliff Pennington.
So Cliff Pennington will hit. Pennington 288 with 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. Remember when Pennington was called up July 31st. It's the day the A's traded Cabrera to the Twins. Pennington called up. Since then, he has started 48 of the A's 49 games. And he'll probably start the rest of them. And that's a base hit to left field. A good job of hitting by Pennington. So Cliff Pennington leads us to our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. Spencer from Marseille wants to know, is Cliff Pennington the starter at shortstop in 2010 and beyond?
I don't know what the definition of beyond or how far you go beyond, but I would say 2010.
I think so.
He is the shortstop. I don't know anybody at this point. The A's, of course, went out and tried to sign for a call. Did not work. Ended up signing Cabrera late. But Pennington has done an exceptional job for the time that he's played. Both sides of the ball. And you talk to Mark Ellis, who knows better than anyone as far as playing defense. And he's done a very good job. Rodriguez, the AAA pitching coach of the River Cats, alongside Bob Garrett to his right. So good to have Ricky Rod in uniform, at least for this series, I think.
So 0-2 to Adam Kennedy, who led off the bottom of the 1st with a base hit. Kennedy 292 is the average. Blaylock spins around, fires to Andrus, back to first. Millwood covering, and that's a double play. Never an easy double play to turn, and the Rangers did it. 3-6-1. Side retired. 4th inning coming up. 4-0 Texas. Fourth inning, the Rangers 4 and the A's nothing. Taylor Teagarden leading it off, and he takes a strike from Edgar Gonzalez. 6 hits for Texas. 4 singles and a couple of doubles so far. To right field, hit pretty well, but Sweeney's got time to get back, reach up, and make the catch. On this date, 1970, Vida, True Blue, a no-hitter. Beat the Twins 6-0, 9 strikeouts. 1 base runner with a little help offensively from Campy Campanera. So early on in Vida's career, a no-hitter.
Oh, he was good. He sawed off some bats. Ooh. He really did.
Your hand still hurts from catching it.
Oh, yeah.
Vida, a 2-pitch guy, fastball curve. Or did he?
Fastball.
Really?
Yeah, no, he throws some curves, occasional changeup, but more than anything,
just keep pumping it in there, huh?
Guy from Louisiana, they just rear back and throw.
That's great. And fun to watch, I would think.
You could get by with a fastball for sure.
Julio Bourbon, a 2-run single in the second inning. Now 3-1 the count. Outside, he walked him. So the speedy Bourbon is aboard. Second walk issued by Edgar Gonzalez. The first one was Chris Davis in the second, and he came around to score. Here's Elvis Andrus. Andrus, a ground out and a strikeout. And he pops a foul back. Andrus just 3 hits in his last 21 at bats, so his average now down to 271. He was up over 280 when we saw him last week in Arlington.
So the hitting streak, and that will always help the average.
Bourbon goes, and the throw to second base is not in time. Stolen base for Bourbon. That is his 16th of the year.
Well, you said you were surprised he was not running in the second. Well, he does here. And Kurt Suzuka, the throw going into the runner. Markell is trying to make the quick tag, but had to make sure he caught the ball, and by reaching back, a little bit difficult. Time to catch and tag.
Pitch was called a strike, so it's 0-2. A little flare, and it's going to go over the head of Bobby Crosby. Hit so softly that it ends up being Mark Ellis who picks it up, but it's a base hit for Andrus. First and third, 1 out.
Now batting number 14.
Good location inside, but Bobby couldn't reach high enough. Of course, he was not able to play back on the grass. That helped Andrus find the boy right field, and I think the A's are getting a little bit of a payback from yesterday.
It could be.
Payback with all the soft hits.
David Murphy is 2 for 2, a single, a double, a run scored, and an RBI. Andrus, the runner at first, has 28 steals. He's got a pretty good lead at first. Up and away to Murphy.
Murphy rolled over on a pitch in the first inning, happened to find center field. Edgar would like to see him hit a ground ball now. And ideally, the ball sinking away, tailing away, try to get him to pull the ball.
He's trying to get him to swing at that pitch on the outer half, but right now the Rangers, at least in this inning, are not going for it. The left-handed hitters. 2-0 changeup, and Murphy did not go after it. So now 3-0. On deck is Marlon Byrd. That one's in for a strike. 68 pitches for Edgar Gonzalez so far. Another changeup in a hitter's count, 3-1, and this time Murphy did chase it and he missed it. Outfield straightaway for Murphy. Infielder double play depth. Runner goes and the pitch is fouled back. So Andrus on the move that time.
Well, even on 3-2 and slow curveball, Murphy stayed back. It's really a pitch you'd think 3-2 hitter might be looking fastball. It looks like the Rangers are looking soft against Edgar. It's going to be a tough play for Kurt Suzuki. If there is a strikeout, what is he going to do with the baseball? Speed at the corners. If he throws through, see what the runner Bourne does at third.
Andrus takes off and the pitch is hit down the right field line toward the corner. It is just foul off the wall.
I think he's proven he can hit an off-speed pitch.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the ball to stay fair. He just got out in front. It was a 77-mile-an-hour off-speed slider, curveball, changeup. And Murphy way out in front.
So another 3-2. Runner goes again, and this one's lined to left field, and that's a base hit. Bourbon waited till it fell in front of Hairston. He scampers home to score. And David Murphy is having a big night. He's 3 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. The Rangers lead 5-0.
Number 22, Marlon Byrd.
Stayed on the two-seam fastball down and away. So another walk in the inning. That led off the inning. That's the scoring part of it. So the invisible that Kelly gets up for the A's. We knew last week in Texas that it's not the normal Rangers club we were seeing. Scoring just 1 run in 3 games, and tonight, although no home runs, still they're making contact, runners in score position, and scoring runs.
Rangers coming in 8th in the league in total runs scored, 2nd in home runs hit. They don't walk a lot, and they do strike out a lot. They're also 3rd in the league in stolen bases. Eight hits so far tonight, and we're in the 4th. Byrd, a line drive down the left field line. That's trouble. Andrus scores. They're going to get Murphy to 3rd, and they'll hold him there. Marlon Byrd, a line shot into the left field corner, and that makes it 6-0.
Fastball down and in, even though it was 90 miles per hour. Byrd, good fastball hitter, turned, and that one had no chance of hooking foul.
So Byrd picks up his 79th RBI, and he does it with his 42nd double.
Slow walk, Kurt Suzuki. With Blaylock the lefty up is going to be it.
So Bob Guerin's coming out, and it will be Brad Kilby coming in. So Edgar Gonzalez goes 3 1/3, and he's done for the night.
think he was saying, nice job, Laz. Yeah, Jamie Moyer.
Nice something.
Jamie Moyer, when he finishes the inning or finishes the game, comes out, he'll say to the umpire, nice job.
And he means it. So Brad Kilby comes in. Second and third, one out. And Hank Blaylock is the hitter. Infield comes in for the A's.
Kilby capable of getting a strikeout with that invisible ball. Very difficult to pick up and excellent velocity.
So the swing by Hank Blaylock. He does not get cheated. And just doesn't even think about not getting cheated. I mean,
there's no such thing as a two-strike approach with Hank.
No. That is not going to happen. He reaches for it, pokes it down the left field line. Hairston racing over, and it will drop foul. Blaylock a single and a double with an RBI tonight. Ian Kinsler in the on-deck circle. 2 runs in for the Rangers here in the fourth. Blaylock swings and misses. So Kilby gets the strikeout of Blaylock, and that's the second out here in the fourth.
Throw the slider, a good time to do it. Blaylock flailed at the previous pass ball and fouled it, but the slider flailed at that one also, but no contact, and that was a big strikeout with just 1 out, runner at third.
So now Kilby will try to get Ian Kinsler, who is 0 for 2. Kinsler takes a fastball right at the knees for a strike. Kinsler just 3 hits in his last 23 at bats. Pops it up foul. Murphy is the runner at third, Bird at second. Both of those guys with RBI hits here in the fourth inning. Blocked by Suzuki. Saves a run.
Well, that's a really great shot of him just blocking the ball. Just put his body down, didn't even have his glove in a position to try to catch it. Just, you know what I'm saying? You block the ball, you use your body.
Kinsler hits one high to right center in the ballpark. Ryan Sweeney has it side retired. 2 more runs for the Texas Rangers. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Rangers lead 6-0.
7-4-9-3 ball.
3-game series to end the 2009 season. A's and Angels here at the Coliseum. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of October. Davis, Sweeney, and Suzuki against Kevin Millwood. Work to do for the A's. They trail 6-0. 6 runs, 9 hits for Texas. No runs, 3 hits for the A's. Millwood has not walked anybody. He struck out 1. Millwood's first start since the 12th of September. As Ray said, he spent quite a bit of time in the bullpen working on some mechanics, trying to get himself right. Big curve just a bit inside.
Sporting News did a big article on the Rangers. Of course, the president of the Rangers, Nolan Ryan, and his great career and his numbers throughout his career.
Chris Davis has it. That's the first down.
Nolan Ryan career had 7 no-hitters. The Rangers staff, as a staff, has 1. It's Kevin Millwood with the Phillies.
Right fielder, number 15.
I think
Ryan Sweeney.
Texas Rangers got some pretty good young pitchers, and I think they're going to rely on those young pitchers next year, but it's probably a good idea to have a guy like Millwood. He's still a pretty good pitcher, and he's clearly a veteran. He's been around a long time. This is his 12th year in the big leagues.
Evidently does a very good job in the community around the Metroplex, and they always like players to get involved, as we all know with the A's and how involved they are in various charitable functions and organizations in their involvement. But Kevin Millwood looks like he will be part of the Rangers.
Well, where are we at?
3 more outs.
3 more outs.
Giving up just 3 hits in the first 3 innings. One of them was Ryan Sweeney going to the opposite field, and it seems like Sweeney has done a very good job, and especially hitting the 3 spot in the batting order.
Yep.
51 ribbies. He's been very productive, and it seems like he'd like to stay in that spot.
Well, Sweeney's got 29 doubles. He's got an on-base percentage of .344. So if maybe the power numbers continue to go up like the A's think that they will with Ryan Sweeney. I'm not sure he's ever going to be a guy who hits 30 home runs, but I think he could be a guy that hits between 20 and 25. And that's not too shabby.
Well, Millwood threw him a cut fastball in the game that he started, that Millwood started, and that's when he hit the home run down the right field line. So ball coming into him, he'll turn on it, but very smart hitter, taking pitches away from him and going to the opposite field.
Fouls that one back, keeps the count at 3-2. Sweeney is 5 for 10 in his career against Millwood with the home run. Broken back ground ball. Kinsler has it, flips the first 2 outs. That no-hitter came against the Giants in Philadelphia. And here it is, 2003.
Now batting, catcher, number 8, Kurt
Final
Suzuki.
And Millwood, a no-hitter.
A's went in to play the Phillies after that,
Yeah.
in that same year after he pitched the no-hitter.
Ten strikeouts, walk 3.
She's 116 pitches.
Can't take him out.
Oh.
Not bad for
It's great.
9 innings, 10 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Line drive right at Andrus. Side, retired. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Kevin Millwood. 5th inning coming up, 6-0 Texas. Finally, in-depth sports news for the Bay Area fan. Go deep with Sportsnet Central tonight at 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Topics tonight, full baseball recaps. What the heck is going on with Michael Crabtree? Sign a contract, will ya? And then some press conferences from Tom Cable, head coach of the Raiders, and Mike Singletary, the head coach of the 49ers.
Crabtree hasn't signed yet?
No.
Isn't he on the cover of their media guide?
Unbelievable. That is just unbelievable to me.
What's the problem?
Money.
Is that what it's all about? Don't you
spend your whole life to become a professional football player, and your chance comes, and you get offered right in the middle of what the guy in front of you and behind you got offered, but you want more. Wow. Makes absolutely 0 sense to me. But what do I know? We're just baseball announcers, right?
But I thought you made your money after you started playing, not necessarily before.
No, he wants it right away.
Huh.
Number 19.
What's that cloud nine cake?
He wants it right away. That's right. I was picked 10th, but I should have been picked 5th.
Oh, no.
So you got to pay me like.
Oh, that's the whole deal?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
So it's not really where he was picked. It's where he thought he should have been picked. Must be nice, huh?
It's too bad.
Well. But yeah, it's nice, though, that he's putting the team first. I mean, that's nice, you know. He's a good team guy. Eric Patterson in left field. Right at Rajay Davis in a step or two, and Chris Davis is retired. 2 quick outs here in the 5th.
Number 2.
So Taylor Teagarden will hit. So Brad Kilby comes in, and he has retired all 4 of the hitters that he has faced. So he's done a nice job again.
They talked about his delivery and the deception, hiding the ball, but his velocity is excellent as well. So you combine the two, makes it very tough on the hitters. 91 mile an hour fastball and herky jerky and visible ball, hide the ball, and from the hitter standpoint, it comes out of nowhere.
Got the win on Saturday for his first major league win. Okay, I got a guy for you that you probably batted against, and I think Brad Kilby looks like. Terry Forrester. A little bit?
Yeah.
Same kind of delivery?
And left-hander? Well, it doesn't do all that.
No, but
yeah,
looks like him.
Forster can throw hard.
Yeah.
And in fact, you put Forster and Gossage back-to-back, which they were in the rotation at one time.
With the White Sox,
yes,
right?
they were. Both became very good relievers. Excellent. One of them so great he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Goose Gossage.
Teagarden pops one foul to keep the count 1-2.
It is windy.
It is.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a lot hotter than what it actually is.
We were thinking it was going to be nice and warm at the ballpark tonight, but it's certainly cooling off. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. And a good fastball from Kilby. A couple of strikeouts for Brad Kilby. Bottom of the fifth, coming up 6-0 Texas. Bottom of the fifth inning from the Coliseum. Cust, Ellis, and Hairston. Kevin Millwood's first pitch to Cust, and it hit him.
Well, there's the start right there.
Right. He needed the out. Needs one more out for his option to kick in at $12 million next year.
Breaking ball just kept
Second baseman, number 14.
bounced and hit the back foot, back leg of Jack Cust. Unlike Maglio Ordonez, he made it out to vest his, and Millwood actually has to get it out.
Yep.
Bullpen getting loose.
Well, remember we said this is his first start since September 12th. He threw just 69 pitches in that start. He got knocked out of the game in the fourth inning.
Would it be something if the A's put together a barrage of hits here, about 6-7 in a row, and Ron Washington had to get him out?
Yeah.
And he goes 4+, but not for 4 1/3. He'll get it.
2-1 to Mark Ellis, who lined out to center field in the second inning. Bounce towards second. There's one, and there's two. Thank you very much, says Kevin Millwood. And it's a good play for the Millwood pocketbook. 4-6-3 double play.
Number 1, Eric Patterson.
Second double play of the night for the Texas Rangers. So Eric Patterson will get his first at bat. Patterson came in the game last inning for Scott Hairston in left field.
Started to pitch out of the stretch. Kind of side in. It's almost like he's out of the stretch anyway, is Millwood. Turns his body, the front foot way out in front, and back to first base like he would be out of the stretch, but then just a little short stride back with the left foot.
There's the fastball, and a swing and a miss by Patterson, 0-2. Fouls that one back. This will be pitch number 58 for Millwood. Curve, Patterson lays off. Up and away. Hairston in his only at bat grounded out to second base. Just off the plate, Millwood took a step toward the dugout. Very close pitch.
It's outside. Okay.
Pitch effect says, yeah, it was close, but just a bit off the plate. Fastball right in on the hands of Patterson. He fouled it back.
It's kind of a get me over fastball at 91. A good location.
Inside, and Patterson, who was behind in the count 0-2, works the walk. So good at bat for Eric Patterson.
Now batting first baseman.
That's the first walk issued by Millwood.
Bobby Crosby.
So Bobby Crosby hits, runner at first and 2 outs. Crosby fouled out to third in his first at bat. That was leading off the third inning. Dug out of the dirt by Teagard. Angels leading the Yankees 3-0. That game in the 5th inning down in Anaheim. Just 5 games total, including this one in the American League. National League 5 games as well. Two and 0 to Crosby. See if he gets a pitch to hit. And he does, and he lines it right at third. Chris Davis down to one knee, has it. Side, retired. Couple of base runners for the A's, but nothing else against Kevin Millwood. A's, nothing. Brad Kilby back to work. Top of the order for Texas: Bourbon, Andrus, and Murphy. It's a good night for Bourbon. A couple of runs scored, a couple of RBIs. Jeff Gray getting loose as Kilby has faced 5 hitters in the game, retired them all with a couple of strikeouts.
Strikeout of Blaylock was real big. Runners at second and third. We got Kinsler to fly out to right field, leaving a couple of runners on.
Close pitch, 2-2. Off the foot of Bourbon. Kilby reaches out and grabs it. And a good job that he did, because Bourbon very fast.
Time now for the Mercedes-Benz E-Class attention. Assist to the game. How about Bobby Crosby? Smoked it, but this man was at third base, down to one knee, and took it to the bread basket, robbing Bobby Crosby of extra bases. He knew he had it all the way.
No problem. One out for Elvis Andrus.
Well, did you notice when Kilby fielded the ball and threw to the first, he didn't wrap it around?
No, he did not. Don't deceive your first baseman. One and one the count. Minnesota won tonight, 7-0 over the White Sox. The Tigers had an off day. Tigers will be at Cleveland to start a 3-game series tomorrow.
White Sox are very close to having an X beside their name.
Yep, they are. But the Twins are hanging around. With the win, they're now 2.5 back. So they're still in it in the AL Central. Swing and a miss. Kilby strikes out Andrus.
It's impressive. Young man and a chance to come to the big leagues. Elk Grove is his home in San Jose State.
Number 14.
Started out as a
David
position
Murphy.
player, as an outfielder, became a pitcher out of necessity.
Yep.
San Jose, and
Good idea.
boy, it's been great for him. A lot of scouts in the stands, and seeing scouts and saying, why are you here? And he said, well, then the scouts, even though they're advancing, some of the clubs that, of course, go into postseason, we see more scouts, but there are some who say, well, I've got major league teams, and in the case of a couple of scouts I talked to, they have the Rangers and the A's, so they're watching both clubs and filing reports on the players. And I'm sure Brad Kilby is now part of their report, saying pretty good, very good as a matter of fact.
29th round pick by the A's in 2005. Don't have to be a first rounder. 3-0 to David Murphy, who has had the biggest night of all the Rangers offensively. He's 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. Broken bat, and Kennedy is able to get back, spin around, and make the catch in fair territory. So Brad Kilby retires all 8 hitters that he faces. Very nice job. Mid-6, 6-0 Texas.
Couple of runners on. He strikes out Hank Blaylock. Strikes out Teagard. And right back handling the ball that Bourbon hit to him. And then he's going to strike out Andrus right there just for good measure. And then gets behind 3-0 to Murphy. Gets a strike. Jammed him. And he said, let me go. I pitch some more. No, I think he's finished. And what a great job. Rodriguez has to be very happy. Had him down to AAA. And he's done a very good job.
Keeping that ERA at 0.00, which is always a good thing. Kevin Millwood back on the mound, 6th inning. He'll face Pennington, Kennedy, and Davis. And that hit Pennington. Millwood hit Cust leading off the 5th inning. And he hits Pennington leading off the 6th.
There's another Pennington playing tonight, isn't there?
He was. Chad Pennington.
Chad Pennington, that's it. That's it. Breaking ball, right kneecap or right above the kneecap. Getting Cliff Pennington, not Chad, although he's been called Chad a few times.
And now that you've said it, I will say Chad Pennington at some point in the final 3 innings.
No, you won't. No. I'm sure they're calling Chad Pennington Cliff.
That's right. That's right. Had a football score in Kansas City tonight, 12-9. The Royals beat the Red Sox. But that's only half the story. The Red Sox led in that game 8-0. The Royals scored 6 in the 6th to get back in it. And the Royals ended up winning it 12-9. Wow.
That's the Baltimore Orioles story. They had a big lead against the Orioles there.
That's right.
Ended up losing at least 8 or 9 runs.
Toronto with a 9-2 win over Baltimore. Angels still leading the Yankees 3-0 in the 6th.
But the Royals just keep playing spoilers. I mean, it's amazing. That pitch a little bit off the strike zone. Called a strike by Laz Diaz.
Kinsler charges. He'll flip it, and it goes past Andrus. Everybody's safe. Pennington's going to go to 3rd. Just a big chopper, and you're thinking the Rangers are, well, they're going to get one for sure, and they don't get anybody, and it's a fielder's choice, E4.
Pennington running kind of in between. I don't know that Kinsler got a very good grip on the ball. Kind of hesitated a little bit, indicating, if you watch him right there, a little hesitation, then flip the ball. He did not lead Andrus. He threw behind him. And Cliff Pennington, not Chad, able to get up quickly and go to 3rd. So the A's looking for something to get them started. Maybe this will be it.
Rajai Davis steps in, and he hits one to left center, hits it well. On the run is Bird, and he's got it. So it'll be a sacrifice fly as Pennington comes in to score.
Good that Rajai got him in, but I think would have been looking for a little bit more, especially to get the ball down, get it into the gap. But good hustle by Pennington after the error by Kinsler. Mopped up, got to 3rd with a sac fly, or at least the fly ball could score.
So RBI number 44 for Rajai Davis as he hits it hard, but Marlon Bird takes care of it. If the A's are on the board, it's now 6-1. Inside corner, a strike to Ryan Sweeney. In the National League, the Cardinals won tonight, and the 2nd place Cubs won. So the Cardinals can knock one game off their magic number. It is now 3. And they are the closest of the 6 division winners to wrapping up their division.
surprising, or maybe not surprising, developments out of north side of Chicago. The Wrigley Field crowd and former A's and other player Milton Bradley, formerly of these Texas Rangers last year, had a great season. Signed a 3-year contract with the Cubs and has been suspended for the rest of the season. And I heard a report today that maybe for the rest of the contract. The Cubs do not want him back.
Well, you know what's weird about that is it's sort of a drastic measure, but nobody's really that surprised.
Just happened to be interviewed and put too many items in the newspaper and got back and decided that's for him to go home for the rest of the year. Gave him a lot of money.
He should. 3 years, $30 million now. And it's the first of that 3-year deal. But I think it sounded like he criticizing the fans a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be hard to criticize Cubs fans, and Sweeney takes strike 3 called. That's the second strikeout for Kevin Millwood. 2 outs here in the
Now
6th.
batting, the catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Outside corner, and Laz Diaz liked it enough, and all right, Sweeney hits so well to the opposite field, I'm surprised he took it. Yeah, as great as the Cubs fans have been now for 101 years without a championship, yeah, it's tough to criticize them.
I mean, they fill the ballpark every day. They're very loyal to the Cubs.
So they expect you to play hard and try to win.
And they have a good time at their ballpark.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Now, granted, I'm not standing out in right field and having people yell at me. I think that maybe the telltale sign is some of the other Cubs players said, listen, sometimes you got to look in the mirror. Maybe that's where the problem is. Suzuki hits a bouncer to Andrus, who will go the short way, and that will do it. But the A's get a run on the sacrifice fly by Rajai Davis. 7th inning coming up, 6-1 Texas. Great job by Jeff Gray this year. A 1.71 ERA in 19 appearances so far. And we have been impressed with Jeff Gray. Seen him get up as high as 95, 96 miles an hour. 1-0 to Marlon Byrd. Be Byrd, Blaylock, and Kinsler. Rangers with 9 hits in the game, the A's with 3.
Thing I like about Jeff Gray, comes out of the bullpen, pitches out of the windup. Of course, anytime you can pitch out of the windup, you get a little bit more behind the pitches. And as we mentioned, he was one of the first to be sent out of the Major League camp in spring training. And here he's back in the big leagues and throwing very hard and a very good slider. An effortless type delivery to get the velocity.
Two to Byrd. Broken bat, and that's going to drop into right field for a base hit. Marlon Byrd is 2 for 4.
Number 9, Hank Blaylock.
So Hank Blaylock will hit. Another news item coming out of baseball today. I don't know if you saw it, Ray, but the Astros fired their manager, Cecil Cooper. Yeah. Astros in the midst of a 7-game losing streak. They're 9 games under 500, 70 and 79. So Cecil Cooper no longer the manager of the Houston Astros.
Teammate of Brewers with the Milwaukee Brewers from late 70s. Very good hitter, very good first baseman. I'm sure he'll land on his feet. He's a good man.
And Blaylock has a base hit. He's 3 for 4. So back-to-back singles by Byrd and Blaylock to start the 7th inning.
Number 5, Ian Kinsler.
Yankees have picked up a run. It's the Angels 3 and the Yankees 1 in the 7th inning. Well, the Yankees trailing right now. Remember, if they get a win there or the Rangers lose this game here, then the Yankees would be in the postseason. They would guarantee themselves at least the wild card in the American League. Of course, the Yankees with a 5.5 game lead over Boston in the East. Inside to Kinsler. The magic number for the Angels is 7. And remember, the A's will be in Anaheim this weekend, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. Good pitch by Gray on the outside corner, 2-1. Byrd at second, Blaylock at first, and Kinsler hits a big bouncer to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to tag Byrd. So the out recorded right there between second base and third base, so it's a fielder's choice for Kinsler.
I don't know that he would have gotten a double play. He would have gotten one of the lead runners, and that would have been the runner going to second base, but it took the difficult hop, and so Kennedy decided to get just the one out, keep the double play in order, and keep a runner at second instead of third, where it probably would have been one first and third and one out.
So here's Nelson Cruz. Big swing at the slider. He missed it by a lot. Cruz 1 for 3. He had a base hit and scored a run in the second. He has also struck out and popped out to second. And he takes a fastball right down the middle, 0-2.
That amazing. Look down the middle. There's our sort of upper right-hand corner of the strike zone.
Well, that was right down the middle.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Cruz is out, and that's the second out. So a slider, a fastball, and a slider, and Cruz is gone.
Well, naturally slide to the first one way out of the strike zone. This one going straight down, almost like Michael Wirtz slider that looks like a splitter.
Chris Davis.
So Chris Davis will hit. Way outside. Davis is 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the second inning. Good swing there. And he fouled it straight back. Davis has also struck out and hit a fly ball to center field. Shoots that one down the left field line, slicing away from Patterson, and it'll drop foul. So 1-2 the count. Inning started with back-to-back singles by Bird and Blaylock. Gray has been able to retire the next 2 hitters. That pitch stays outside.
Like Jeff Gray, if he has the fastball, the two-seamer running away from the lefties, he can perfect the inside corner with as much movement as he has. Start it inside, bring it back over the inside part of the plate or the inside quarter. Frees a lot of guys with it.
That one hit very high, right center. Sweeney back, Davis back, near the wall, off the top of the wall. 2 runs are going to score. The ball rolls back towards center field. Davis will get to third easily, and it's a long 2-run triple for Chris Davis.
I think Rajay, as we will see this, looked like a catchable ball as he went up, and I don't see how he missed it. Very high fly ball. I don't know if Davis thought he'd gotten enough, but Rajay got under it in plenty of time. And as it came down, when he jumped, it just looked like he jumped. The ball went right behind his glove.
Almost looked like he just didn't quite time it right. So Davis with RBIs 51 and 52. And Taylor Teagarden is the hitter. Teagarden 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. So 8-1 Texas. Henry Rodriguez starts to throw, hard throwing right-hander. Teagarden to right field where Sweeney gets back. He's got it side retired. 2 runs for Texas. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. 8-1 Rangers. inning, and that's been enough for Kevin Millwood, who has been good so far. 6 innings. He's given up just 3 hits, a couple of strikeouts, and Millwood is back to work for the 7th inning. 8-12-1 for Texas, 1-3-1 for the A's. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Millwood starts Jack Cust off with a big curve that stays inside. Cust, Ellis, and Patterson. Cust grounds it. Kinsler to his left, edge of the outfield grass. He's got it. So Jack Cust is 0 for 2. Also hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Mark Ellis.
Now batting, second baseman, number 14, Mark Ellis.
Ellis hit a line drive to Marlon Byrd in center, and then hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Curve is a bit outside.
Remember the game on April the 28th, Kevin Millwood with 7 innings and tie score ended up pitching the 8th. And that was kind of the beginning of the expanded pitch count, or at least the pitch count that they didn't really observe. 121 pitches in the game.
And that was early, too.
It was early?
End of April.
Yeah. And Rangers scored an unearned run in the bottom of the 8th inning and got the victory.
Davis dives, a terrific play, throws in time to get Ellis. What a play by the third baseman, Chris Davis. He was completely stretched out.
Stretched out, got it, and made a strong throw, and Hank Blaylock on the other end made a good play as well. So Mark Ellis robbed. Great play by Davis. First baseman, the third. And the first baseman tonight normally is a third baseman.
Eric Patterson will get his second at bat. Fastball high to Patterson. Patterson worked a walk in the 5th. 88 pitches for Millwood. Really the only time that he's been in any trouble was the 6th inning. That's when the A's got their run. Patterson hits one high and foul to the left. Little pop-up, foul territory. Davis over, and he makes the catch. Nice running play by Chris Davis. So the Rangers' third baseman makes a pair of nice plays in the bottom of the 7th.
Oakland campus located at 1200 Clay Street in downtown Oakland. Brad will be signing autographs for 1 hour from noon to 1 p.m. Don't miss the exciting opportunity with the A's and your chance to see the new downtown Oakland campus. Brad Ziegler, personal young man, and maybe he can teach you how to throw the submarine frisbee.
Wholesale changes for the A's. Travis Buck comes in the game in left field. Eric Patterson moves from left field to second base. Landon Powell is now the catcher. And we have a major league debut, and it's Henry Rodriguez on the mound. He could throw hard, folks. We've heard a lot about this year.
99 with his first one. First pitch strike, 99 gas. 71 strikeouts and 43 2/3.
Oh, that's cartoon numbers. Yeah. 71 strikeouts in 43 innings. Unbelievable.
100.
There we go. We got a hard thrower, folks.
Neftali Feliz made his major league debut here, throwing 100. Look at the boys smiling.
And that pitch is lined into left center for a base hit by Julio Bourbon, so he was not all that impressed with the triple-digit miles per hour.
Well, it just shows you about location.
Yeah.
First two pitches were down. One at 99, one at 100, and the next one was up at 96. It was a base hit.
Rodriguez was signed by the A's as a non-drafted free agent in July of 2003. Venezuela, he's not a real big guy, but he can throw. Man.
Zulia played in Zulia, Venezuela.
Did you?
Yeah. One of the teams. Actually played out of Valencia, but Zulia was one of the teams who played.
So a quick 0-2 to Elvis Andrus. Breaking pitch stays inside. Rodriguez also pitched in 3 games in Stockton. Bourbon not being held on. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Landon Powell. Andrus is 1 for 4, and he hits that one to third. Fair ball. Kennedy fires to second. Patterson, when he was grabbing the ball out of his glove, he dropped it. So the out is going to be recorded at second base. He was not going to get Andrus at first.
Actually, should have just been stretching.
Number 14.
In the neighborhood.
That was, he was like down the street from the neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers couldn't find him.
Mr. Rogers put his glasses on and he's looking for it. And he cannot find him in the neighborhood.
I always liked Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Paint at 99, 0-2 to David Murphy. Three for 4 for Murphy. And that one in the dirt past Powell. So Andrus will go to second on the wild pitch.
Good luck, Landon. You can break in your catcher's mitt, call him a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, but good luck trying to block a 85-mile-an-hour hammer that's just thrown right in front. Just tremendous spin on the ball. Call it
right there and call the ball by last.
We got to see that one. Oh, come on. Look at that. Show that ball.
So 2-2 the count. And that one goes toward the Rangers dugout. And Andrus to third.
That was off Laz Diaz's shin guard.
I heard something.
That was his shin guard. Clank. Maybe we'll see a steady diet of fastballs now because he throws that hard slider, bounces it with the runner at third, and maybe a little bit more difficult, so it should help the hitter, in this case Murphy, see if he can handle the fastball.
On the outside corner, he fouls it back. So Andrus was wild pitch to second and wild pitch to third, so the A's bring the infield in. And it's low, and that'll be a walk.
Number 22.
So Marlon Byrd will hit. You know, it would be a fun matchup. Rodriguez against Blaylock.
Have him lead off the ninth inning, though.
Yeah. So Marlon Byrd will hit first and third, one out. Swing and a miss. 99 miles per hour. That one actually looked like it had a little movement, which really is not fair.
Byrd shattered his bat last inning, and just Jeff Gray leading off the inning. Got a base hit to right field.
And that hits Byrd, so the bases will be loaded.
Well, they're going to get the matchup. Hard slider just stayed inside.
So the major league debut of Henry Rodriguez. That's been a little all over the place. Craig Gentry will be the pinch runner for Marlon Byrd.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Running for Marlon Byrd, number 68, Craig Gentry.
So Gentry, the runner at first.
Now batting number 9, Hank Blaylock.
Blaylock is 3 for 4. 2 singles, a double. And the first pitch, a fastball outside. Andrus is at third, Murphy at second, Gentry at first. And now 2-0. Blaylock was dying to swing at the 2-0 fastball, but he held up. The pitch was low, 3-0. Ian Kinsler in the on-deck circle. Took a little off on that one, 97 miles an hour, and it's 3-1.
Get me over fastball, 97. That's pretty good.
Blaylock swings at a high fastball, just gets a piece of it, so now the count is full.
You know, he was hoping for a strike on 3-0 too, so he could swing at what was ball 4. Got another hard swinger in the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler.
Big chopper. Patterson has it. He'll throw to first, and the ball goes by Rodriguez. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score, and the runners will be at second and third. Patterson's throw to Rodriguez got by Rodriguez, and that's going to make it a 10-1 game. So Andrus and Murphy both score.
Bobby Crosby went after it. Rodriguez getting there, and looked like the ball was just, he took his eye off the ball. He's looking for the bag.
It was a good throw by Patterson. So it's going to be an error, and they're going to give the error to Patterson. That's not an error on Patterson.
Yeah, it looked like.
I mean, that's a pretty good throw.
Yeah, it was there. It's just that Henry did not continue running towards the bag.
Very high. Sweeney in right field sets up. Gentry's tagging, but he's not going to come home. So the play before that, it's an error 4, and it is an RBI for Blaylock. Kinsler cannot get the run home. Now here's the error is on Patterson.
Number 17.
But I think because Henry had to reach, maybe that was enough that he let him a little bit too much, according to what maybe they looked at. Looked like the ball was a little bit off his glove. It also looked like he was trying to stop as he approached first base. And he continued to run through. A little bit of a collision. Again, Kinsler a little upset that Gentry didn't attempt to score on his fly ball, and maybe the fact that it's a 10-1 game. Did not want to push it.
Cruz hits one down the right field line, but foul.
He also has 89 runs batted in the season and 29 home runs. I'm sure he would like to see 30 stolen bases and 100 ribbies.
Cruz down in the count 0-2 with a couple of runners in scoring position. Fouls that one straight back. So another 0-2 and a breaking pitch, strike 3 called. So Henry Rodriguez gets his first strikeout in his major league career. Couple runs for the Rangers. They lead 10-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Coliseum, part of the crowd tonight. Craig Gentry is now the center fielder for the Rangers.
Number 1, Eric Patterson, remaining in the game, and is now playing
Esteban Herman is the new second baseman.
Left field and is batting in 6th position.
So a couple of changes, and also a new pitcher
Now batting
for the
first
Rangers.
baseman,
It's number
7,
56,
Bobby
Darren
Crosby.
O'Day. So O'Day takes over for Kevin Millwood. 7 very good innings for Millwood tonight. Bobby Crosby, first pitch, a ground ball to Blaylock. Steps on the bag, and that's 1 out.
There's your scorebook. A lot of changes.
Now batting shortstop. Number
It makes me
26,
feel like the date is March
Pennington.
21st.
O'Day, the sinker bar submariner, 58th appearance. 2-1 record. He has 50 strikeouts, so strike out an inning.
A good year for Darren O'Day. Saw O'Day a little bit last year with the Angels. And it's 0-2. Pennington a single, and he was hit by a pitch. He scored the only run in the game for the A's. And on 3 pitches, Pennington strikes out. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Kevin Millwood goes 7 innings,
Now
3
batting
hits,
third
1 run,
baseman, number 29,
1 walk, a couple of strikeouts. He did hit a couple of batters.
Very good outing, 90 pitches, and all the attention, of course, about vesting for his next year's contract. But he's a pro, and he just wanted to get his mechanics back correct, try to help his club win, and he's done that tonight. As the A's, a long way to go to try to keep their win streak alive. It stands at 7. Started with the Rangers a week ago tonight, and they're trying to end it tonight.
Adam Kennedy is 1 for 3. Big chopper. Herman has it. Edge of the outfield grass. And Darren O'Day has a quick 3-up, 3-down inning. 9th inning coming up from the Coliseum. 10-1 Texas. Going to feature Trevor Cahill and Brandon McCarthy as your pitching matchup. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with A's pregame live. It's all right here on Comcast Sportsnet California, where the A's are always on. 9th inning from the Coliseum tonight. It's a 10-1 Rangers lead. Matt Carson comes in the game to play right field, and Santiago Casilla comes into the game to pitch, and he faces Chris Davis. 45th appearance for Casilla. It's just been a year where Santiago just has never been able to get it going. And unfortunately, he has struggled with a 6.22 ERA.
Still has a very good arm, and always has. It just throwing consistent strikes and fastball on the slider. And still say when he falls off the way he does towards the first base side, and lifts the leg a little bit, but I think that's how he hurt himself on the 31st of May. Slammed his right foot into the ground, a night in which 4 A's players got hurt. Including the starting pitcher Brett Anderson, who had to leave with a blister on his finger.
Number 2, Taylor Teagard.
Chris Davis with the line single to right field, his second hit tonight. And Taylor Teagard will step in. Teagard looking for his first hit. 0 for 3 with a sacrifice. And he hits one to the backstop. Teagard has also hit a fly ball to right field. It was in the 4th, struck out in the 5th, and hit a fly ball to right field again in the 7th. And he swings and misses 0-2. So 0-2 to Teagard. Davis, the runner at first, obviously not being held with the score 10-1 in the 9th. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there by Casilla. 95 miles per hour right down around the knees. So that's 9 strikeouts by A's pitchers tonight.
So the fastball by him after a couple of sliders that he swung at.
Bourbon.
Well, just a couple of them in the dirt.
Bourbon, that's a little pop-up foul. 6th at bat for Julio Bourbon. He is 2 for 4 with a walk. A couple of RBIs, a couple of runs scored. And that almost hit Bourbon, and not quite sure how it didn't hit him.
Like he thought it did as he started to walk to first base.
Bourbon's 2 RBIs came on a 2-run single in the 2nd inning. And he's got another hit. Slaps it through the left side. So we've been impressed with Julio Bourbon, the young man. Trying to crack the starting lineup for the Rangers in 2010.
Elvis Andrus.
So here's Elvis Andrus. Andrus has 1 hit in the game. He scored a couple of runs. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 8th and scored. 15 hits now for the Texas Rangers. Eddie Guardado starts to loosen up. David Murphy is in the on-deck circle. And now 3-0. So Landon Powell's going to have a chat with Casilla.
Now tomorrow night, Trevor Cahill will try to get to win number 10 as he is 9-12 in the season. Brad McCarthy, the right-hander, will be on the mound for the Rangers, but Trevor, very good outing in his last one. That was against these Rangers. 1 hit, 7 innings. Brett Anderson sitting next to him and Clayton Mortensen to the right of Brett. The other two pitchers in the series, Clayton Mortensen on Wednesday, and then the series finale, Brett Anderson. He even his record at 10-10 in his last start. Will go for win number 11.
Well, you figure Trevor Cahill, 13 games left after tonight for the Athletics. Or 12 after tonight, yeah. Okay, he'll maybe tomorrow night, maybe another start after that. We'll see. Swing and a miss. Andrus strikes out. Second strikeout for Casilla here in the ninth.
Number 14.
Down and in.
David Murphy.
Murphy takes outside. Three for four for Murphy. Two singles, a double, and a walk. That would be filling up the score sheet, folks. He has done that tonight. Talking about that start by Cahill tomorrow night. That'll be his 31st of the year. Three and 0. It was 3-0 to Andrus, but Casilla was able to come back and get the strikeout. And there's a strike. So 3-1 to Murphy. Now the bases will be loaded. It's the fourth walk the A's have issued tonight.
And the fifth time Kurt Young's been to the mound.
Kurt's had a busy night. Yeah. It's been Gonzalez, Kilby, Gray, Rodriguez, and Casilla.
Well, the A's starters last 14 games, 10-1, of course, 7-game win streak, but they have been pitching well, lowered the ERA. So Kurt Young's staff starting play tonight, fourth in the Numerical League, but that's going to, at least the ERA is going to go up a little bit, considering the earned runs in tonight's contest.
So Craig Gentry, his first at bat. Gentry was a pinch runner in the 8th inning for Marlon Byrd. Breaking pitch, snaps in for a strike to Gentry. Minor league numbers for Gentry. Lots of steals, 49 stolen bases. And here in the big leagues, this is just his second at bat this year. So 1-1 the count. Gentry here, a chance to knock in a couple runs. He hits one high and foul down the right field line. So Davis is the runner at third, Bourbon at second, and Murphy at first. Good curve, and that will do it. Gentry strikes out. Side retired. So nothing for the Rangers. Bottom of the ninth coming up 10-1 Texas. drink responsibly. All Rangers tonight here at the Coliseum. Texas 10 and the A's 1 as we have reached the bottom of the 9th inning. So Eddie Guardado will come on, the veteran left-hander. Guardado 1-2 with a 4.08 ERA in 45 appearances. Spent a little time on the disabled list last month. It was his left knee that was bothering him. Rajai Davis evens the count at 1-1. Rajai Davis 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Picked up his 44th RBI of the year in the 6th. The A's have just 3 hits. In fact, as I look at my card, Ray, 2 of them came in the first inning, 1 in the 3rd, and the A's have not had a hit since then.
That's it. Pennington base hit to left field, kind of a check swing.
In fact, when the A's scored their run in the 6th, they did not get a hit. It was a hit batter and an error. So a single by Kennedy, a single by Sweeney, a single by Pennington. That is it. Davis giving Guardado a good battle. Matt Carson is in the on-deck circle. Base hit to right field for Rajai Davis. He manages to get his hits.
That's just smart hitting. Pitch away from Eddie Guardado, the lefty, and even out of the strike zone, but still Rajai able to keep both feet on the ground, no stride, and take the 2-strike approach and go to right field.
So here's Carson. A 1-1 to Carson. And make sure you join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for game 2 of this series. Wednesday, same deal. Thursday's game is radio only. That's the day game. And then the A's will go to Anaheim after the game. 3 in Anaheim, an off day Monday in Seattle, and then A's and Mariners from Safeco Field Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that is the final road trip of the year. Carson to left field, hit pretty well. Murphy near the wall, gone! Matt Carson, his first major league home run, a 2-run shot.
That's great. I like the smile. That is outstanding. Against everyday Eddie Guardado. Mislocation, but Matt Carson went down and got it, hooked it down the left field line. And Murphy out of room. Well, ever since he got his first hit, it was Saturday, to right field, he is his first run batted in. And now his first home run.
Landon Powell, his first at bat. Eric Bunsen coming out into the on-deck circle. Count stays 1-2 to Powell. Kurt Suzuki went 0 for 3 tonight.
Shall we head in left field? The security guard with the person who caught or retrieved Matt Carson's first major league home run. I'm sure he will be delighted to know that Steve Vucinich is going to be negotiating for him.
So full count to Powell. Outside, he walked him.
How many runs did the Royals score against Boston? 1 inning?
Well, 6 was the most they scored, but they were down 8-0 when they came in. Here's Eric Munson. The numbers from AAA Sacramento. It's a fastball first strike. So Landon Powell aboard. It's been a single, a homer, and a walk here in the ninth. 10-3. Swing and a miss by Munson. Munson's first at bat with the Athletics. Justin Nippert was up earlier in this game, and he's up again. The right center hit pretty well, but Cruz gets back and he reaches up to make the catch. Munson is retired for the first out here in the ninth. Travis Buck will hit.
Now batting left fielder, number 6, Travis Buck.
So Buck's first at bat. Outside just a bit to Buck.
Outside.
That's what I get for playing umpire. 1-1.
You don't want to do that.
No,
you don't want to.
Doesn't do any good. Buck shoots it foul. So 1-2 the count. Eric Patterson is in the on deck circle. So Guardado has thrown 26 pitches here in the ninth inning, and he's got 1 out. And he swings and misses, does Travis Buck, and that's 2 outs here in the ninth inning. Buck swung at a ball that was out of the strike zone.
Started, just could not hold up. Off-speed pitch and ended up bouncing.
Patterson.
So Patterson steps in. Patterson can get aboard. Bobby Crosby would hit. Gets jammed and pops the foul back. So 0-2 to Eric Patterson. Gets jammed again, and he pops it foul territory. Chris Davis has it, and that's the ball game. So the A's do get a couple runs in the ninth, both of them coming on Matt Carson's first major league home run. So congratulations to Matt. But the A's come up well short tonight. A final score of 10